Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this new session for daily current affairs. Today we'll discuss important updates for the day 11th of September 2020 and these are set of 10 important questions that we're going to discuss. You can take a note of all the important information delivered here for each and every question. We'll start with the words of the day part. There are total 5 words that will help to boost your vocabulary. So let us get into the session. The first word coming up for the day is decipher. It means succeed in understanding, interpreting, or identifying something. The Hindi meaning for this word is किसी चीज के छिपे हुए अर्थ का मतलब निकालना. So the synonyms for this word are discern and fathom. The antonyms are hide and obscure. The sentence that can be found for this word is authorized government agencies can decipher encrypted telecommunications. Second word is assuage. It means make an unpleasant feeling less intense. Hindi meaning for this word is shant karna. The synonyms are mitigate and dampen. The antonyms are aggravate and exasperate. Sentence that can be formed for this word is the letter assuage the fears of most members. Third word is contemplative. It means expressing or involving prolonged thought. Hindi meaning for this word is vicharshil. The synonyms are thoughtful and pensive. The antonyms are ignorant and negligent. The sentence that can be formed for this word is she regarded me with her contemplative eye. Fourth word is decry. It means publicly denounce. Hindi meaning for this word is ninda karna. The synonyms are condemn and censure. The antonyms are praise and overrate. Sentence that can be formed for this word is they decried human rights abuses. Fifth and the last word is deed. It means an action that is performed intentionally or consciously. Hindi meaning for this word is karya. Synonyms are act and plan. The antonyms are idleness and rest. So the sentence that can be formed for this word is he is doing good deeds. That's all for the words of the day. Let us move to the section questions of the day. First question coming up is recently the EASE 2.0 Banking Reforms Index on Performance of Public Sector Banks PSB from March 2018 to 2020 was released. So what does EASE stands for? So the answer is highlighted here. It means enhance access and service excellence. So, in this regard, the Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs also inaugurated doorstep banking services. I am writing as DBS by PSBs, that is your public sector banks. Also in Feb 2020 is 3.0 for 2021 uh, for the year 2020 to 21 for smart tech enabled banking was also unveiled, and this ease reforms agenda was launched in January 2018 jointly by government and public sector banks. So it was commissioned through Indian Banks Association and authored by Boston Consulting Group, okay, C and G, Boston Consulting Group. So the EASE Reforms Index measures performance of each public sector bank on around 120 plus themes in EASE. Uh, I mean 120 plus objective metrics, and there are total 6 themes in this EASE 2.0. So performance of PSB on EASE 2.0 index increased by 37% between March 2019 to March 2020, with the average ease index score improving from 49.2 in the year 2019 to 67.4 out of 100 in this current year. Okay, and the top performing banks are the bank of you can say Bank of Baroda, then SBI, and erstwhile Oriental Bank of Commerce. So the major improvements were in the banking sector were digital banking, customer service, easy loans, NPS and frauds. Second question is Recently, FDI through automatic route in defense sector has been increased from existing 49% to how much after Union Cabinet approved a new FDI policy. Answer is option D, 74%. So earlier the defense industry can bring FDI up to only 49% under the automatic route, and for above it required government route. So the new policy has a national security clause as a condition which has been proposed by Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So this national security clause means that FDI in the defense sector shall be subject to scrutiny on the ground of national security, and the government reserves the right to review any foreign investment in the defense sector that may affect the national security of India, and the government has brought a draft defense production and export promotion policy 2020, that is also you might have seen DPEPP, that is a draft of defense production and export promotion policy. It aims to provide an overarching guiding document to provide a focused, structured, and significant thrust to defense production capabilities of the country for self-reliance and exports. Third question is, which of the following statement or statements is are correct about the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana? First statement is, it is a flagship scheme for focused and sustainable development of the fisheries sector in a period of 10 years starting from financial year 2020 to 21. Second statement is, it envisages increasing fisheries export, doubling of incomes of fishers and fish farmers, reducing post harvest losses and generation of livelihoods. Third statement is, it follows a cluster or area based approach and creation of fisheries cluster through backward and forward linkages, and it is a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat Package. So the answer is here option B, 2 and 3 only, it is highlighted only. So the second and this third statement is true. The first one is false because uh, this is a flagship scheme for focus and sustainable development of the fisheries sector in a period of 10 years starting from uh, this is wrong here. It is not for 10 years, it is only for 5 years, that is from the financial year 2020 to 21 to the financial year 2024 to 25. So this is actually focused on the development, or you can say sustainable development of fishery sector in the country with an estimated investment of rupees 20,000 crore for its implementation during the 5-year period. Fourth question is, what is the name of the national program launched by Union government to promote research and innovation in India, Indian startups and MSMEs? So the answer is option A, Atmanirbhar Bharat Arise ANIC program. So the objective of the program is to proactively collaborate with ministries and the associated industries to catalyze research, innovation, and facilitate innovation solutions to sectoral problems. And then the initiative will be carried under the AIM, that is Atal Innovation Mission, an initiative by Niti Aayog, and this program will be driven by ISRO. Okay, and four ministries, that is Ministry of Defense, of course, and then a Ministry of Food Processing Industries, and then your Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So the program is in line with the mandate of Make in India program, Startup India, and the recent one Atmanirbhar Bharat. Fifth question is, recently Typhoon Maysak and Typhoon Haishen hit the Korean Peninsula and Japan. To which one of the following hurricane storm category do these belong? Answer is option C, category 4. So you should be aware of basic things here, that typhoons are a kind of storm, and the storms depending upon where they occur may be called as hurricane, typhoons or cyclones. So typhoons actually are called in the China Sea and Pacific Ocean. Hurricanes are called in the West Indian Island, in the Caribbean Sea and Atlantic Ocean. Tornadoes are in the Guinea lands of West Africa and southern USA. And then Wheelie Willies is another one. It is in the northeastern Australia. And tropical cyclones are in the Indian Ocean region. So the scientific name for all these kind of storms is tropical cyclones. And if you talk about the category here, so category 4 storm has wind speed between 130 to 156 meter per hour and can uproot the trees and bring down the power lines. So these hurricanes are categorized on the Saffir-Simpson Hurricane Wind Scale. I am writing as a short form here, SSH wind scale. That is Saffir-Simpson Hurricane Wind Scale, which rates them on the scale of 1 to 5 based on the wind speed. And hurricanes that reach category 3 or higher are classified as the major hurricanes. Sixth question is, recently India's second Kisan Rail and South India's first Kisan Rail has been flagged off between which southern state of India and New Delhi? Answer is option C, Andhra Pradesh. So this India's second and South India's first Kisan train commenced its inaugural run from Anantapur in the Andhra Pradesh state to the Adarsh Nagar in New Delhi, and Anantapur is fast becoming the fruit bowl of Andhra Pradesh. And this train will cover a distance of 2150 kilometers in 40 hours. Seventh question is, along which one of the following borders of state does Swabhiman Anchal lies? Answer is option B, Andhra Pradesh and Odisha border. So, recently, thousands of villagers in Odisha's Malkangiri district are said to enjoy uninterrupted cellular service for the first time in their lives, and due to threats from this left wing extremist, mobile towers could not be installed until now in Swabhiman Anchal. Formerly, it was known as the cut-off area in Odisha. It is located along the Odisha Andhra Pradesh border, as I told you, and this Swabhiman Anchal comprises of 151 villages. Now, mobile network connectivity is being started in this area at the villages of People, Padar, Hantalguda and Jantapal, which did not have mobile connectivity earlier. Eighth question is, recently who has been appointed as the next chairman of National School of Drama by Honourable President of India? Answer is option B, Paresh Rawal. So, the President of India, Ramnath Kovind, appointed veteran actor Paresh Rawal as the new chairman of National School of Drama (NSD), and he will be taking over the position of chairman from prominent theatre artist Arjun Dev Charan, who is chairing it at present. Ninth question is, recently a rare orchid called Leparis pygmea has been found for the first time in which Indian state? Answer is option C, Uttarakhand. So the flower was spotted by a team of the research wing of the Uttarakhand Forest Department at an altitude of 3800 meter during a trek to Saptakund in Chamoli district of Uttarakhand, and the discovery made by a two-member team consisting of range officer Harish Negi and junior research fellow Manoj Singh has been recognized by the French scientific research journal Ricardiana, which publishes a paper on the discovery of this new orchid. Tenth and the last question is, which one of the following northeastern states launched Piggery Mission? Answer is option B, Meghalaya. So Meghalaya government launched the Piggery Mission with an outlay of rupees 200 crore. The mission will actually reduce the annual import of pork worth rupees 150 crore. So all this has been done under the mission of the Meghalaya's aim to become top 10 states in the per capita income by 2030. So that's all for this session. If you think this video helped you to raise your awareness about important updates and happenings around the world, please leave a like on this video, and if you want to give any suggestions to us, you can comment and subscribe the channel for daily and important updates. Thank you very much for listening to me. Have a very good day ahead.